Sign up on Smash.
Yeah, and that is going to be in downtown Phoenix, Arizona as well. So if you're in the area in Arizona for any reason, you want to stop by the hypest event in the Southwest, definitely stop by. It's going to be an amazing time. But we're going to get to the set because B-Rice and Reflex couldn't wait for the shill for a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy when
ungrateful.
you really put it together.
Do you want opponents at Ascension or not?
Exactly.
It's all right, Taylor. We're doing good, brother.
We got ourselves a solid offstage gameplay here coming out from B-Rice. Great stuff here.
Yeah, great tech. And I think the epitome of this stock so far has been the fact that Buster was out and Reflex was not as determined to get out of it as they usually are. Reflex is really good at shifting around their arts to suit whatever situation they were in. Unfortunately, they were in the Buster for a little bit too long, and they got hard comboed to put them at a very high percent. But since then, very little damage has come out from B-Rice.
Yeah, so far not really too much that B-Rice is able to do right now as opposed to normally, but here we go. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Good up smash coming up from B-Rice, punishing the Smash Monado and taking the first stock of the set.
That was ridiculously good patience overall from B-Rice. They realized exactly what Reflex wanted, you know, for B-Rice to drop shield anything, and B-Rice just not giving him the time of day, you know, using my Legend invincibility super well, not rolling, not doing any of that until just now when B-Rice finally succumbs to that high percent in the smash art. But again, B-Rice did a good job of working around it regardless.
Oh yeah, and check out these forwards being stringed perfectly together, even getting the soft hit down air to follow up as well, and now we're going to be getting another setup off stage once again, and B-Rice is starting to take a real good amount of control over the second stock, despite it being tied for the both of them. Reflex is going to be doing what they can to try and get some more neutral in, but look at that, jab into up smash is exactly what B-Rice needs to take control of this stock 0 to death for this second stock.
This is what B-Rice does best. It's their ability to snowball out of nowhere, you know, find a very good advantage state. You know, and again, the thing about B-Rice is any menial interaction they get, usually they can take it a super long way, whether they can get like a jab setup into, you know, a couple forward airs, into a couple up air strings. I mean, B-Rice can take a lot from very little amounts, and they're so patient, so good at recognizing when their opponent is in that position where they can take advantage of them like that. That's one of my favorite things to watch about a player. It's their ability to maintain advantage or get into it in the first place, and B-Rice does it better than most.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff on display here from B-Rice. And check it out, B-Rice is already wasting no time trying to go for the same confirm, even gets it, but at 107%, we still got Reflex holding on to this last stock. Ooh, and the Smash Monado is going to be punishing more than Reflex had planned for. Yeah, I don't think that even would have taken the stock had he not had the Smash Monado. Let's see that one more time.
Dude. I mean, Reflex looked kind of lost for most of that match. I mean, there were some flashes of brilliance every now and then, but the art usage wasn't what I'm used to from them, especially when they played against Passion. They were very cerebral about how they wanted to have their arts out, what situations they wanted to have them out in, and you know that was just absent that match. I mean, you know, Buster led to a lot of combos for B-Rice, and Reflex took a lot of percent from him. Right. Shield rarely came out even at all, and Smash led to a couple really powerful stocks being taken for B-Rice as well.
Right, so yeah, I mean, like we mentioned, one thing that Reflex has definitely improved on is like that on-the-fly switch between those Monado arts. But sometimes, if it's going to be disadvantageous or even potentially disadvantageous, sometimes it's good to just avoid switching Monados in that situation altogether. You know, last thing you want to do is just like feel like, you know, you're pushing yourself to really be like in a constant art at the same time. Sometimes it's good to just play out the neutral a little bit.
Right, but B-Rice proving once again why they are a top 3 player from the AZSL with this amazing advantage state they have, this great lead they have. And, you know, they're so far in Reflex's head right now. I feel like B-Rice knows what Reflex is going to do before Reflex even does.
Right, but here we go. We got Reflex Just taking a little bit more control of the neutral after having lost his first stock for the second game. But at 60%, B-Rice is still off to a pretty phenomenal start here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this Nair. I mean, again, for a character as not incredibly fast as Isabelle is, B-Rice is very good at making sure they are on top of Reflex whenever they want to be. That smash art is out. They can make it back to the ledge, but that was very scary for a moment because that could have very well been the stop if Reflex wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, good job being able to recover just in time. And now here comes the Speed Art Monado to regain some stage control with some quick aerials. But still needs to be very careful as look at those wall space aerials that B-Rice is landing. Good parry leading up with an up smash after naring onto the shield and still at 3 stocks. B-Rice is definitely controlling this set at the moment and looking poised to take another game.
That's the thing about B-Rice. It is very hard to take back control from them whenever they get it. You know, even if for a fleeting moment B-Rice gets control of the match, it becomes so difficult to stop that momentum. You know, B-Rice, for a very, mid-range zoner type of character that they play, it is very difficult to get them out of momentum.
Yeah, it can be pretty troublesome here. But here comes the Smash Monado, which is definitely going to be spelling trouble at 139%. But good stalling from B-Rice. Check it out. Stalling out the entire Smash Monado. And then immediately when, he had to get back onto the stage, just stuffed out completely with those forward aerials.
Dude, B-Rice is playing demonstrably better than I've ever seen them play before. And I saw them at the AZSL Finals when they were running a train on everyone they played against. I mean, this is somehow even at a higher level caliber than then. And, if that momentum carries into Winners Finals, if B-Rice makes it there, if Reflex doesn't mount an epic comeback right now, Felix could be in dire straits.
Yeah, it could be getting down to the wire here for Reflex, as now we're reaching the end of the second game, as Reflex is currently at 99%, doing what they can to regain some control of the neutral with the Speed Art Monado. But check out these aerials, stuffing out the neutral getup completely, and a forward throw with the fishing rod is going to be putting him back off stage. What's the getup option here? Getting caught up with the Lloyd Rocket, but the Shield Monado, there's that switch that we needed with the Monado Wars just in time to keep him in this game at 160%. Very notable percentage here to stay in this game. Good parries, but a good parry once again from B-Rice, leading right into the up smash. That definitely has been spelling trouble time and time again throughout this second game alone for Reflex. Let's see that one more time. Got ourselves an aerial, good damage. But here comes again that aerial parried into up smash, and like twice in this game alone, we saw that definitely being very hard to deal with for Reflex.
I gotta admit to you, Taco, I think that Reflex is gonna need that drastic switch to how they're playing the game if they want to come out on top of this thing. I mean, something's definitely gotta give here.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I'm starting to think like it's not just the Monado arts, you know what I mean? Because the Monado arts are starting to improve, you're correct, but I feel like just like some of the neutral, like we saw like with that neutral layer that kept getting parried over and over again, maybe like a little bit of more spaced out aerials or just stuff along those lines. You're right though. A lot of drastic changes are going to be needed here.
I like the Battlefield pick by and large, but I think the thought process is condense the stage a little bit and be able to cover multiple options at the same time, and shark under those platforms so that the front approach is the approach that needs to be taken instead of the aerial one for B-Rice. And Reflex is doing a good job of playing that advantage right now. The problem is B-Rice, once again, starting out amazingly well with a lot of percent, but Reflex is, starting to play a lot more passively and put B-Rice into pretty hard situations to deal with. The thing is, though, that smash art is just not getting the mileage out of it that Reflex really needs, but it doesn't matter when you have a strong F smash at the ledge.
Yeah, really good job using that F smash to take the first stock for this game, but we're still going to be having a lot of ground to make up for in general with these couple of 2 games that we've fallen behind on. So you can already see that despite being in the lead, we're making the switch to Shield Monado here at 112, to try and avoid taking too much additional damage. switches to the jumping auto for some extra mobility on these aerials as well. I feel like the game plan on that might be, you know, in case these aerials get parried, at least I can have that jump speed to drift out of the way in time for an up smash. So that's a good call there from Reflex, but here we go. Trying to use the Smash Auto to call it the recovery. Instead, it's going to be just scary enough to where B-Rice is going to be now down 2 stocks. Using the shield Auto to keep himself in this first stock even longer. Good call here from Reflex, but here comes this shield pressure from, or this ledge pressure from B-Rice. It's going to be pretty troublesome for Reflex. So what are we thinking about Reflex so far? You think you've seen some improvement?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, whenever B-Rice isn't completely controlling the match, it is actually Reflex who's doing that. A couple of amazing techs that survive off stage for a little bit. Unfortunately, falls just short of the ledge there, despite being aided by the jump art. But dude, I gotta say, Reflex is playing very well right now. You know, playing to the tempo that suits them very well, and not one that B-Rice has adjusted to just yet. The thing is, B-Rice could take a stock in a moment's notice, and I gotta be real with you. If B-Rice gets this to an even match, I think I can see a very, very good possibility of a 3-0.
Yeah, it could be very possible here, especially since, I mean, yeah, like you said, man, that sudden snowball effect that B-Rice is just so potent with is definitely showing its stuff here on this last game.
Yeah, but the smash art's out, and there it is. Yep, the disjointed hitbox going through the stage, not spiking, but will be killing off the side anyway, aided by that smash art. And unfortunately for B-Rice, they were trying to stall that out, but they just couldn't after that first recovery got sniped out. They had to come back immediately, and that was doomsday for them. So Reflex finally on the board here in the set, but can their luck hold out? And no, this is what you don't like to see, Taco, because this is B-Rice going to his favorite stage.
Oh yeah, B-Rice is not wasting any time trying to swing things back into his favor. So let's see how this plays out. Now that we're going to be taking this 4th game onto a final destination. Hopefully not the final destination for Reflex's winner's run here.
Yeah, I hope not either. I definitely want to see more of this, because Shulk's an absolute treat to watch. I don't get to see too many Shulks where I am. And, you know, again, B-Rice is also a treat as well. I want to see the set go into overtime. But, again, Reflex has to be the one to take it there. B-Rice just has to play back, wait for his opponent to approach him, hit him with these aerials, these disjointed up tilts, you know, those up airs, everything. B-Rice is so good on this stage for that reason, because their opponent has to approach them, and Isabelle has all the options to play defensively.
That's right. Here we go. Solid up throw straight out the gate. We got B-Rice only sustaining about 14% on this first stock, and will be taking the lead.
So, here comes the big issue. How do you play against B-Rice when you're at a deficit?
To be honest, you kind of do need to be able to just play it very safely, kind of you know, methodically, I guess would be the best way to put it, because I feel like rushing down is something that B-Rice is pretty good at punishing for the most part. Although there are exceptions, you know, like with swordies and stuff like that, B-Rice will probably be eating that damage. But check out Reflex, not really wasting too much time, especially since Shulk is a swordie. We are seeing a little bit more aggro play coming out of Reflex, so pretty good call in my book.
Right. Look, the problem is you need to be the aggressor whenever an opponent like Isabelle has the lead, because they're not going to approach you. They're just going to chip away at you until you get so bored you give up, or they finally get the win on you. The thing is about Reflex right now, they need to be the one approaching, and Isabelle is multi-capable of preventing whatever option they throw out.
Oh, yeah.
Or they could just get a hard read on you like B-Rice does with that up smash right there.
Oh, but a good call out from Reflex, though, is going to be able to take that first stock. But keep in mind, we do have Reflex now on the winner's stock definitive edition. All right, this is a real deal now, because B-Rice got the best stage and everything. This is all lining up for B-Rice now, sitting at only 22% on this second stock on their end.
Yes. So, dude, I gotta admit, like, Shulk, I think he has the options to deal with B-Rice here, and Reflex is definitely trying to mount this comeback right now. But they definitely need to play super smart if they want to come out on top of this. Nice tech from B-Rice. Oh, but no.
Nice.
And they're off stage again. No jump. Okay, the backslash coming out and using that disjointed hitbox to clear the runway a little bit. And Reflex makes it back safely, but for how long will they remain safe? Oh my!
Yeah, there we go.
Whoa!
Good catch with the Lloyd rocket, followed up instead of an up air by a side B. Launching upwards will be closing out this set completely. But you know what? Reflex definitely did make some pretty good adaptations, but check out that dominant performance from B-Rice, start to finish.
Yeah, dude. That was a sick combo right at the end to finish it from B-Rice. I mean, super, super poised at all times to seal out their sets. I gotta admit, dude, I'm a huge fan. I'm a sucker for B-Rice.